Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back, Citizen Sleeper. I had a quick look around online to see if I should start doing the Flux storyline. It seems that around now is a good time to do it, but it did warn there'd be a timer that would be started when I started. So for now, let's carry on with some of the other stuff we have to do. Let's maybe continue with Emphis' storyline and try and get ourselves a lot of assortments of various bits and pieces that we might need in order to continue. But we're still waiting for the aviary, which should be very useful. I feel like we're missing something here that I haven't done. I don't know what it is, but I swear there was something that was needed doing. But do you know what we're also going to do? We're going to work for Rabia. We're going to go and work for Yatagan, see if we can learn more about how Yatagan operates. They are gangsters, but hey, maybe they're not that bad. So we have a 2 and a 1. What can I possibly do with a 2 and a 1? Should I just re-roll these? Thanks. That was a real good re-roll. That was the best re-roll I've ever seen. Quite possibly, I've never seen anything quite so useful. What can I do with a 2 and a 1? Work in the bar, maybe? I don't think it's possible to fail in the bar. This is risky. I think risky in the sense that, am I going to get hurt if I screw this up? Let's find out. People flow in and out of the Overlook, keeping you busy. Your mind drifts to those easy fantasies of just passing through. Right again. Let's use our 1. Yikes. You sleepwalk through your shift, eye on the clock. You break a glass, and the sound seems to reverberate inside your skull. Yeah, we lost some energy there. That's not good. That's not good at all. Maybe I should have gone to work for the Minji Express. Guess I'm going to have to go back up here and buy myself something from the diner. Yeah, we're basically just in a waiting game right now, waiting for a lot of things to kind of go through. So let's go back to our apartment. It's 18, but it is 4 bars. That actually works out quite well. Let's end the cycle. Oh, we got a 5 and a 6. Need to try and get money to buy stabilizer. That's something that I should be doing, isn't it? Wait for these docks to come, wait for these machines, wait for these ships to come back through. Maybe we'll be able to buy something from them. What are the options? Let's just try and make some money. So first things first, let's get ourselves some more Evernote data, since it seems so abundant. He's with a 4, 5 and a 6. And it was 80 for a stabilizer, wasn't it? It was. You know what, let's just buy that right now. Toshiro takes the chits and hands you a vial. You leave quickly. Did it say there's no sign of the shortage? Oh no, no sign of Sabine. Where is Sabine? That's a valid question. Sabine's just vanished. I guess we have to work for Yatagan to find out what happened to Sabine? Let's do that. Where is it? There we go. Rabia's office. So we can either patrol the ward. Yatagan perform many roles, from protection to logistics and everything in between. You never know what you may have to face on a patrol. Or we can collect tithes. Yatagan operates on an in-kind basis, you are told, and tithes of goods or services must be collected in exchange for protection and administration. That'll give us scrap components. I'm actually kind of all for that. Let's use our 6 here, because we don't get any bonuses. That gave me 1 scrap component. This gives me energy. which is interesting. I can use my 4 here to get energy. It doesn't give me Yataghan inside it, does it? It looks like it should. Interesting. You help a dentist running a surgery from their unit with their equipment. They offer you a restorative infusion and you feel better immediately. Well, let's keep going with the old scrap components here. 50-50, huh? Please no negative. Among the craftsmen and merchants, you visit a chef who insists on feeding you and the other enforcers a rich stew of his own recipe. Wow, so we got more energy. My god, we just filled my energy bar, huh? Well, that's that day over. Let's rest. Feed the cat. Cat's gonna absolutely bankrupt me, I can feel it. Look, stray fed. It's doing something, I just don't know what. Gonna be the most elaborate troll, isn't it? It's just not gonna do anything. Okay. Oh, wonderful. A 1, a 2, a 2, and a 3. Lovely. Ah, but Emphis is finished. My man, let's see. Emphis is preparing the griol caps. He has had to heavily adapt his recipe, he says, but the smell is already incredible. It emanates from the strange purplish white bulb you have never seen before, and he is slicing it finely. He brushes and slices the mushrooms and then places them in a wok with the sliced bulb and the oil. They caramelize there in that well-worn crucible. He adds liquids, transparent and opaque, and then turns down the heat. A sprinkle of leaves is the final touch. We have a moment, sleeper, he smiles. Do you have a story? Something in the scent of the food gives you a feeling of nostalgia. Something distant and melancholic. It seems like the story should match that feeling somehow. And maybe you will feel better for telling it. Let's recall my oldest memories. You start by explaining that when you are emulated from a person, many of your memories are left behind. Perhaps it is an intentional part of the process, a way of keeping sleepers ignorant and malleable. Or perhaps it is a side effect of the imperfect emulation. You admit that you don't really know. What you do know is that some memories survive, and that on occasion they come back to you, like shadows passing overhead. You detail one recurring memory, which despite returning to you with enough regularity for you to think it familiar, always fades as quickly as it arrives. Struggle to explain the feeling of being whole for a moment that comes with this memory, and then how that wholeness slips away to leave you feeling like you have forgotten something important, but just can't bring it to mind. Emphis nods throughout, cooking as he does, with deft and skillful movements. You start to trail off when you realise you can't find the word to explain how the memories you do have feel like both yours and someone else's at the same time, and how that always fills you with a certain sadness, the sadness of remaining forever unknown, even to yourself. Emphis finishes cooking and meets your eye. I'm sorry, sleeper, for your troubles. He puts the wok to one side. I appreciate you sharing with me. He smiles. I hope it lightens you a little. He passes you a bowl and heaps the griots onto it, their yellow colour mixing with the pale sauce in whirls and blooms. Eat. The dish is delicious. Filling. It warms you as you eat in a way you weren't even sure your body could be warmed. It is a small mercy, you think, that Essenarp left you this pleasure. Many of the features of frames are there to simulate human experience. You know that much. Emulated minds cannot be rewired, so their need for embodied experience must be met. This is why you breathe, even when you do not need air. Without that simulation, the sensation of drowning would be unbearable. Food serves another purpose. Your frame is able to metabolize it to produce energy from the raw material. Vitamins and minerals are excess, of course. Your frame only needs raw power. So much is wasted. And yet, while you eat this food and feel that warmth, nothing feels wasted. It all means something to you. As you finish, Emphis takes the bowl, the last of his cleaning. He smiles at you, and neither of you feel the need to say anything more. Instead, you simply exchange nods and walk your separate ways back into the bright market, somehow changed. Wonderful. Is there something else Emphis wants from me? Emphis mentions an old recipe for matsutake broth. All he needs are 2 handfuls of matsutake caps, freshly sourced. I don't know how to get those, you know. I figured it was a random dice roll with the mushrooms, but we've gathered fungus quite a few times and we've got Griol caps every single time. So maybe there is more to it. Let's see, is there a Heaven Edge guy to hack? Is that him right there? Have I already done it today? Nope, there he is. Let's use our one. It's the most useless of our things. Bypass? Seems like the easiest way of making money. Okay, so I have a 2, a 2, and a 3. Let's re-roll, see what we get. Ah, 4, a 4, and a 3. That's a little bit better. What can we do with these? I guess we can go work for a beer again. I want the connecting tithes, because I want the scrap. But there's a 25% chance we bugger it up, and that makes me feel slightly uneasy. Because we don't have any buffs here, and I don't think I have any points to increase anything, do I? I do not. I could just patrol the ward, but I'm at maximum energy and it seems kind of pointless. Let's just cross our fingers. Highest chance for it to be a neutral outcome. One mechanic tithes a new filtration system for the block's atrium, and after you help install it, he offers you some of the remaining scrap. There we go, we got 2 scrap. Do you reckon we'll be lucky? Do you reckon it'll work again? Ah, cross your fingers. Ah, plus energy. A chef. You know, this isn't taking as long as I thought. We're almost halfway there. And now all I have left is a 3. What do I do with my 3? Do we go to the Timbre? I think we go to the Timbre, you know. Because I can make this 3 into a 5. Let's go. Bloody 9 cryo. Boo! Neutral outcome. After a good start, you lose your focus. Story of my life. Blocked by an older woman with incredible precision. You leave soon after, keeping some of the winnings. Could be worse. Should I sell my Heaven Edge data while I'm here? Might as well. Never hurts to have cash in hand. And there we go, last one. Getting ourselves quite a bit of cryo. 274. We're getting quite a nice assortment of random bits of rubbish. Where do we plant the gift? It's bugging me that I can't quite work out. I feel like there's nowhere else for me to unlock. Unless I need to work for the farm stacks? But there's no overarching thing here beyond, you know, being a thief. There's nothing in the mushroom groves. Maybe I should have tried putting the seed in the aviary? Oh, I now get to harvest mushrooms. The fruiting bodies are appearing. Grioles are easy to find, but matsutake and other stranger types will require extra effort. Take your pick. So we can do this 3 times. But interesting. Maybe that'll be a way of getting Matsutake, which we can give to the labs. Doesn't she need some of those as well? She does. Needs Griol and she needs Matsutake. My oh my, we have so many things. Let's rest in the dorm since it's here. Ah, it's Moritz. Sleeper! Moritz is waiting for you on your way out. How have you been? Busy? Surviving. Moritz nods. That's the struggle. He glances around. He runs his hand through his hair. I've been meaning to ask you, Sleeper. What's it like? He pauses, suddenly unsure. I mean, you know, how does it feel? Like? To be a sleeper? Yeah, he shrugs, if you don't mind. Oh, I'm getting used to it. That's good, he pauses. Really good. I wanted to say I have a lot of sympathy for it, like having to find a place, having to survive, having no future. He looks down. A lot of people around here understand that. Moritz looks away, and you notice him for the first time. Not just as Bliss's assistant, but as someone with their own worries, their own struggles, their own life. You feel bad for not noticing earlier. Moritz looks back at you. Anyway, got a message for you. Bliss sent me down. We've scored another contract and she needs help. That's the message. He pauses. Look, I know last time the payment didn't come through, but you did good work. Bliss knows that. It's no problem. Okay then, he pauses again. She's doing her best, you know. I know. He nods. See you up there. Moritz turns and strides off, leaving you in the corridor. Time to help Bliss, and maybe this time you think to yourself, it'll work out. Let's go see Bliss. What's the ferry? And up the spoke. Sycamore seed? A Haifa farm freighter, you say? Oh, the hell is this? This seems dangerous. This plus fragile bio means you screw this up, you've buggered it. Okay, so vent a section and you have a better chance of saving the remaining crops, but you will lose some in the process. The question is, how many? We can reinforce the bulkheads. Welding in a 0G farm is tricky. The torch, the heat, the sealant, everything can damage the crop you are trying to save. If this works, I mean, we've got a 6. We've also got a 5. I wish I had a 4. But, okay, let's do this. Guaranteed success. Vent a section. Oof. Okay, so we still had the fragile biome. You vent the section in a progressive sequence, allowing Bliss to rapidly rescue crops while you work. You gain more than you lose. Okay, so we've done that once. Let's use a 6 over here. Okay, we gained 1 fragile biome, 2 saving crop. Oh man, this is not worth using these. We get negatives? This could be a problem. Let's try it. Okay, so we need 4 more here. We've saved quite a lot of the crops. We'll have to do more tomorrow. Luckily, this doesn't appear to be a timed exclusive thing. Did I get some Heaven Age data today? I did not. Here. Like my hobby. I'll do it on my lunch break. Okay, so tomorrow these guys come in and I'm wondering if we should buy stuff from them. Not sure what we'd buy from the exotic trader, but who knows, maybe he's selling something interesting. You don't really need to eat. I guess we'll just rest. Feed the stray. Hey, we got 2 5s. That might be enough to try and finish fixing the ship. Let's quickly try and do that. Sycamore seed. Okay, that gave us a 2. Let's hope this gives us a 2-2. 2-2? Haha. It did. Lovely. With Bliss at your side, you work neatly. It is impossible to cause no damage, but you limit it the best you can. Yeah, we saved over 50% of the yield. That seems pretty good. You and Bliss are floating in the bay's airlock, waiting for it to cycle. You pick a few leaves from your clothes as you wait. They float around the chamber as if carried by a lazy wind. Clean work? Bliss bows a little. Well, thank you, Sleeper. You didn't do so bad yourself. She checks her tool belt. Seems like we are getting into a good rhythm. That now familiar sequence of clunks and rattles sound out, and then the door hisses open. The moment it does, you know something has once again gone wrong. What's all this? Bliss asks, a confused-looking Moritz. Beside him are a set of crates anchored to the bay floor. He has clearly just brought them in through the bay's freight lock. Moritz looks nervously between the two of you before answering. It's payment. He runs a hand along the crate. The Sycamore Sea crew just brought them over. He stops, but seeing the look on Bliss's face, adds, They were very thankful. I bet they were. She clenches her fist. What the hell is inside? Moritz leans over and struggles with the catches on each side of the top crate. As he does, Bliss turns to you. Don't say it. Bliss stares into space. Don't you dare say it. Say what? You know, she looks back at you. This isn't my fault. Moritz finally gets the catches free, and the lid floats off, drifting up into the bay. As it does, a small brown lump floats up with it. Moritz reaches out and catches it as it passes him. Is that a... mushroom? Bliss finishes. A damn mushroom. They paid us in... mushrooms? Not just mushrooms. He holds out a clump of tightly packed leaves. Produce. Bliss starts laughing. Goddamn hypercommune. Should have known they didn't have a chit to rub between them. She knocks a small brown mushroom across the bay. Stop, Bliss. Moritz grabs her hand. These are good. Fresh. We can sell them. To who, Moritz? Are we running a grocer's now? We need cryo, otherwise this whole bay will be shut down. We can't pay for parts with leafy greens. She waggles them in Moritz's face. Oh god, do I say I can use them, or do I go Moritz is right? I can use them? I do need mushrooms. I can use them. Bliss raises an eyebrow. What? 4 whole crates? Even you can't be that hungry. You can take a few, but the rest will sell. She smiles to herself. Or at least Moritz will sell them, if he's so eager. Moritz closes up the crates and starts moving them. Ain't that bad, Bliss. It's a step in the right direction. He glances at you, looking for backup. Yeah, they'll sell well. Bliss sighs. Looks like I went into business with a couple of wannabe farmers. He laughs. Prove me wrong then. Show me this is a windfall. She kicks away towards the new, patched-together terminal. Until then, I'll be working on how to keep this place open. Moritz mouths a thank you and goes back to moving the crates. You'd better be on your way too. That's so good. Oh, I actually really like this Bliss storyline. I think it's really good. We're trying really hard to keep this bay open and everything is just working against us. I'm waiting for the one where it works out. Guessing it's another, what, 4-day wait? Yep, third time lucky. Bliss is taking another shot at landing a contract. After the run you've had, this seems like a last chance. I don't know. Maybe those mushrooms will sell for good money, but this seems like a good place for me to end this episode. So thank you all very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. Thank you again to the members of the channel. It really does mean the world to me. And as always, I'll see you next time.